This is Kim Newlove, host of the Pharmacist Voice podcast. I'm publishing one podcast episode per day in the month of November 2020 as part of a challenge called NaPodPoMo. It stands for National Podcast Post Month. November is National Podcast Post Month, and the goal of the challenge is 30 podcast episodes in 30 days. Today is Saturday, November 21st, 2020. 21 down, 9 to go. This is a bite-sized episode, which I'm using to help promote my new online course, Pronounce Drug Names Like a Pro. You can find it at kimnewlove.com or visit thepharmacistvoice.com and click on the store button. In today's episode, I'll tell you a few ways to find brand name drug pronunciations. Finding the official pronunciations for some brand name drugs can be a challenge. Unfortunately, there is not a dictionary for them. Brand name drugs have unique names for safety reasons. Confusingly similar drug names can lead to errors. Errors can cause harm. Brand name drugs are usually shorter and easier to pronounce. It shouldn't be that hard to pronounce them, but sometimes it is, even for me. How does anyone find brand name drug pronunciations? Just like asking a parent how to pronounce their child's name, asking the drug company who registered the trademark for a brand name drug is the best way to learn a brand name drug pronunciation. During my research to create Pronounce Drug Names Like a Pro, I couldn't find a way to access trademark records. Calling drug companies one at a time and asking for pronunciations is time-consuming and inconvenient. It is an option, but that's not what I'm recommending. Instead, I developed a list of other ways to access brand name drug pronunciations. Some pharmacists and pharmacy technicians might already know a few ways to access brand name drug pronunciations. What am I talking about? I'm referring to package inserts and medication guides that are physically attached to brand name drugs or in the product packaging. Here's an example. If you work in a U.S. pharmacy, walk up to the package for any brand name inhaler. Take out the package insert and go to section 17. It should be labeled Patient Counseling Information. Is the pronunciation there? If it is, congratulations, go ahead and use that. If not, keep looking. It may be a separate page called Patient Information, Instructions for Use, or Medication Guide. It's important to note that the medication guide for a brand name drug might be different from the medication guide printed separately by a drugstore and stapled to the outside of a bag at the point of sale. I can't verify where they get their information, so I don't know if the pronunciation provided by the drugstore is correct. It's neither good nor bad, it's just something to be aware of. What happens if you don't work in a pharmacy? If you don't work in a pharmacy, but you want to access the pronunciations, go to the FDA's website. They have search pages for package labeling and medication guides. I'll put links to both in the show notes. Navigating the pages is explained in my online course using screen sharing videos. If you see marks to indicate long vowel sounds and short vowel sounds, use a pronunciation guide to interpret them. I like the drug names that are written in common language, without marks or assumptions that you know long and short vowel sounds. I'll put some links to a couple of pronunciation guides in the show notes. Watch for the syllables with the emphasis. They're usually noted by capitalized letters or prime symbols. Also, note the separation between the syllables. I know it's a lot to process. That's why I created a drug name pronunciation course. I pair explanations with videos, images, and clickable links to show you how to get the right answers right away. Let's wrap this up. Pronouncing drug names can be hard. If you want to learn how to pronounce drug names correctly, Pronounce Drug Names Like a Pro is an online course that can help. You will learn brand and generic drug name pronunciations. The focus is on U.S. adopted names. Those are generic names here in the U.S. You'll improve safety, save time, build confidence, and feel less frustrated. Join me tomorrow for another bite-sized episode.